Appreciate that. Today we're going to stay with a theme on custom bell rifles. Today we have, backed by popular demand, and I must say we've been talking about triggers. This is the guy that will pull your trigger. Matt Ruchon is in the house from Ballistic Engineering. Thank you so much for coming down. I appreciate you taking the time to
Pleasure to be here, Don.
come down
Thank
here
you.
and pull our triggers, so to speak.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's good. We're going to go down the road today. We've got we'll talk for a few minutes to Don Pelfrey, regional director for the Mule Deer Foundation. They've been putting last year they put $4.4 million on the ground in Arizona on mule deer habitat. God love them for doing that. Then we'll try to get a hold of Captain Bill if we can't. Last I heard, he was on the horizon on a multi-day, so we'll figure that out. We'll give you the update on the saltwater side. 8 o'clock, we'll go to Bozeman, Montana, with Sheriff Wynn, Captain Chemo himself. He's actually like General Chaos. Wherever he is, there's just nothing but mass chaos. It's like a bad rash. He's all over the place. Then we'll talk to Chris Rich, and then Badass herself, Talon from North Dakota. But I want to get going on these triggers because, you know, we've been bringing you the best of the best of rifles with Soda Firearms, M406 Rifle Company, Hui. And, you know, the biggest, at least in my mind, the biggest, most crucial component for accurate shooting is your trigger system. And I say trigger system because, you know, I mean, we're well beyond stock out of the box. We're looking at aftermarket triggers, and as far as I'm concerned, Ballistic Engineering has one of the finest, if not the finest, trigger systems on the market. So back to you.
Yeah,
So
I completely agree with you.
Since you've been here, what have you guys been up to?
Boy, we're selling triggers as fast as we can make them right now. People that typically find our triggers either in a shop or at a gun show or hear us on, you know, programs like this or get their hands on one of the triggers, the biggest problem that they have with it is now they have to buy one for every single AR that they own because they're just that good. They're just that good. Once you have one, it's just not enough. And I completely agree with you that the best first thing you could do to any AR platform, no matter what stage of its life that it's in, if you want it to shoot better, put a good trigger in it, and it will make the rest of the rifle shoot better. I'm obviously biased towards these, but I've pulled a lot of triggers over the years, and I'm telling you, I was love at first pull with this thing.
Boom.
And it was done. So we're a single stage drop-in trigger, and we've got 3 different levels of the triggers that we offer, and we do have a competition 2-stage trigger that should be released literally anytime. I'm just waiting for the boss to say go out and sell them because
nice.
I've shot them. I've shot the prototypes. We've gone through a couple upgrades and design changes, and they just keep getting better and better. I can't even explain how good they are.
Yeah.
It's something you just have to experience.
Well, for those who don't know what a 2-stage trigger is, I've got one on my MS-13, but it's a factory, Chinese factory. It's okay.
Yeah, well, some people prefer a single stage, and some people prefer a 2-stage trigger.
Okay.
So a lot of that just comes down to personal preference.
All right. Describe the difference between single and
a single stage trigger is just like it sounds. It's just one stage. There, you just pull the trigger and it works. A 2-stage trigger has a little bit of free play. So the first stage of a 2-stage trigger is going to be a little bit of what would be considered free play and free travel. So you can put your finger on the trigger and you can come through that free play until you get to the wall, and then that's the second stage, which actually releases the hammer and fires the round. So
nice.
There's different ways of doing it. Different companies do it a little bit different, but for the most part, it's you know, if you like a 2-stage trigger, we're gonna have one that's gonna knock your socks off. If you like a single stage, it's arguably the finest trigger in the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. I see the need for that in competition shooting, but doing what I do, albeit the AK-47 has that, but when you get out and you get into a shooting situation in the field, you pull.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like whatever you
Yep.
pull. It's
Yep.
time to shoot.
Yep.
You got a short
And
window.
that's different situations dictate different styles, different trigger weight pulls. Um, there's a lot of personal preference that goes into this type of thing, and if you know what you're looking for and you know what you like, yeah, we've got something that'll fit just about anybody's preference.
So, on your website, and you guys can go to ballisticsengineering.com, play along with this. You've got three levels of trigger highlighted here. You've got the Accurized AR Pro,
Yep.
the AR Core Trigger, and the Accurized AR Match Grade.
Correct.
Give us a rundown on the nuance of each one.
Okay, so
of those.
the core trigger is our entry level, I guess the everyman's trigger. If you're just looking for a good, solid, single stage trigger to upgrade your mil spec, this one's set at 3.5 pounds. They come with either a curved or a straight trigger bow. So it's just locked in.
Which do you prefer? I like the curved.
I've always shot curved, but
Yeah.
I've recently gone to the straights in my competition guns, and I like the way that we're building these straight trigger shoes. There's a little nub at the bottom for reference, so you can get a very consistent placement, your finger placement on
Yeah.
the trigger.
Yeah.
They're really the geometry is awesome. So our core trigger is just a fixed 3.5 pound trigger. It feels like it's less because of how clean it is. All of our triggers across the board, there's no creep, there's a crisp break, and there's no over travel on these things. So
How
they're
many
basically
pounds is that?
they're basically just like a switch. So that first one's 3.5 pounds. Our Accurized AR trigger is adjustable from 2 to 5 pounds. It's got a little bit different things going on inside of it, but still same, no creep, crisp break, no over travel.
Yeah.
And then our Accurized Pro, that's our top end. It's got all the high-end coatings. It's got all the cool geometry. It's got all the whiz-bang stuff in it. That one's actually adjustable down to about 1.5 pounds,
Wow.
which is for a competition gun, or if you're doing anything kind of long range, having a trigger down at 1.5 pounds makes a huge difference.
Yes, it does.
On precision and accuracy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So those are our iterations right now. Like I said, we do have a competition 2-stage coming out. I'm literally waiting for the boss any day to just say, hey, these are ready to go, and put them into production. So they're very, very close to being released.
Now, do you guys manufacture all your stuff, or do you have to outsource some of it?
The only thing that we outsource is the coatings. The nitride or the nickel boron or the NP3 coatings is the only thing that we outsource. Everything else we make in-house. We've got all of our own machines. It's all of our own software, all of our own programming, all of our own design. We cut everything right there. We assemble everything. We tune everything, package, and ship everything all by ourselves.
Okay. Now, is this? Do you have a retail setting for customers to come in?
Not exactly. I mean, we do have a warehouse where we're doing all this stuff, but we don't really have a storefront. All of our stuff is either taken care of through wholesalers or dealers. We've got a lot of dealers here locally in Phoenix that are set up, and we're actively branching out into national accounts. So we're looking to take over. We've got a product that is good enough.
Well, you guys are making pretty good strides, from the last time you guys were here.
Yeah.
And
Well, we're doing it all day, every day, and it just keeps snowballing. And life is good.
how's your international sales?
Good question. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm sure we've sent some things overseas, but I'm not 100% sure on numbers or how many accounts we might have internationally at this point.
Let me ask you this: are there any patents involved here?
Oh, it's all patented.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Everything is patented because it is a different design than a standard AR trigger. We've got some different geometry going on. We've got some different placement of different things. Pretty ingenious stuff, actually. Our owner is a pretty smart fellow when it comes to that stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, we have to patent it. Otherwise, it's one of those things you look at it and you're like, how long have people been making triggers? And
Yeah.
why are we the first ones to come up with this better mousetrap?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty ingenious. How long have you guys been in business?
Coming on 3 years now. Coming up on 3 years.
Boy, you guys.
So still fairly new as it goes with the industry, but all the employees there have been in the firearms and trigger specifically industry for many, many years already.
Yeah.
So it's not like this is anything new to us. It's just now we're doing it for ourselves.
Nice. Okay, hold that thought. More with Matt on ballistics triggers. These guys are pretty interesting. The Accurized Pro, AR Pro, a AR Core trigger, and the Accurized AR Match Grade trigger. So more on that when we come back. I'm Don McDowell. This is Fox Sports 910. Stay with us.
From the mountains of Montana to the shores of Hawaii, this ain't your grandma's coffee talk. It's 406 Coffee and Chaos, where rifles roar, coffee pours, and aloha meets the wild western soul. We are slinging truth, gear, and attitude served with a side of mayhem. Grab a cup, brace yourself, and let the madness begin. 406 Coffee and Chaos brewed with aloha, seasoned in gunpowder, served up straight from the big sky. 406coffeeandchaos.com or on Facebook at 406 Coffee and Chaos.
In today's world, personal and family safety, home and business are at risk. Roll Shutter Systems Shutters protects your family, home, and business assets, providing security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Roll Shutter Systems is family owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click rollshuttersystemsusa.com or call 623-869-7057.
The first stop on any fishing trip is Phoenix Fishing Supply, 16th Street, just south of Camelback Road. At Phoenix Fishing Supply, they are the saltwater experts and all things fishing since 1987. Name it, they've got it. Gowdy Ted and his team of experts can service all your rods, reels, and equipment. To ensure you have the equipment to fight the fight, spool up with new line, check your brakes, clutch, and drag system. While you're there, check out the best of rods, reels, lures, and terminal tackle for whatever you're fishing for. Phoenix Fishing Supply, 4810 North 16th Street. Don't lose the fight.
Looking to get in shape? Then you need to check out AZ Med Weight Control with 2 Valley locations. AZ Med Weight Control's cutting-edge programs have been carefully developed and refined over the last 30 years, with medical technology growing daily, and they strive to stay on the leading edge of the medical weight loss industry. Our programs use the best formulas for weight loss success strategy, with the use of appetite suppressants, vitamin supplements, B12 injections, and revolutionary lipotropic injections. AZ Med Weight Control systems help you gain control of your weight loss battles by giving you the extra willpower by boosting your energy to get the most out of your busy lifestyle. And guys, they are the leader in testosterone therapy. Incredible results in Phoenix at 1241 East Northern Avenue and in Avondale, 2935 North Dysart Road. If you're looking to become a happier, healthier you, then start today by going to azmedweightcontrol.com. Again, that's azmedweightcontrol.com.
Hey, I heard that. Did you? If you didn't, you can get the weekly e-news Heard That from the AZ Cattle Growers Association to be informed about Arizona cattle growers news in our great state. Learn about events happening each month, legislation roundups and cattle news range highlights, and the monthly recap and member highlights. Sign up for the newsletter by contacting the ACGA staff at 602-267-1129 and learn more about joining the ACGA or advertising in the weekly newsletter Heard That. ACGA 602-267-1129.
You need parts? O'Reilly has parts. Get 1 free set of brake pads when you buy 2 brake rotors. Upgrade to Brake Best Select pads for just $10. Or upgrade to Brake Best Select Pro or Import Direct pads for just $20. Product availability. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Calling all parents and teachers, at Staples, your back-to-school budget is officially saved by the button, the easy button, with supplies as low as 25 cents, plus laptops up to 40% off, and more deals on top brands and trending styles. Find it all at Staples. That was easy.
Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium sleep at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Let their sleep experts match you with a perfect bed and get the rest you deserve. They make sleep easy.
This segment brought to you by Boyd's Gun Stocks, makers of the adjustable agility and at-one stock for your favorite long gun. Head to boydsgunstocks.com for more details. Build with Boyd's. Show us your rack. How big is that elk, whitetail, moose, or mule deer? In the world of big game hunting, there's nothing better than having your rack on the wall and shown around the outdoor world. Head to huntingfishing.com and show us your rack. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
Okay, we're back. We're pulling triggers for you. Matt's in here from Ballistic Engineering, and they've got 3 levels of triggers, and you've got a new 2-stage match trigger coming in. Let me ask you a couple questions. You know, with as many military people that we have that have resaturated the civilian life, do you have any of these in actual military use, military proper use?
You know, it wouldn't surprise me if we did. We've got enough reach into the military and the LEO part of the industry where I'm not familiar with anybody specifically, but I guarantee that we do.
Yeah, once you manufacture them, they go to a distributor. You know, it's hard to keep track of who's got what and who's doing what.
And we do, you know, like I said, we have a lot of contacts in the industry, so I'm sure that we at least have some that are being evaluated at this point. I know personally from accounts that I've set up with other gun companies that our triggers are in weapons that are going to military contracts. So like I said, I don't know specifically who, but yeah, it's almost guaranteed.
Yeah, most of that's pretty classified. Yeah, for sure.
But we're working on a pretty high level with some pretty high level companies at this point.
Yeah. Well, we're going to be talking to Sheriff Wynn. He's involved in the 406 Rifle Company in Montana, and we'll see what triggers those guys are using, because I honestly I don't know. They're doing custom bills, Tier 1, 6.5 Grendel, Creedmoors, and some other things. They're building some specialized.
Yep, I do have I'm working with a company right now. I won't say who it is, but if I did, a lot of people would know who they are, and they do a lot of work for military, and specifically they're working with the new 6.5 as sniper platform. So
yeah, that's getting pretty popular.
Yeah, it's got some benefits over the 308 for sure, and some guys are picking it up. Some guys don't want to. Blah blah blah. That's not up to me. We're just going to give them all. Good
hey,
triggers.
whatever. You know it.
But I do know that we are working right now in the beginning stages of building rifles that will be going to military outfits and units.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, when it comes down to rifles, personal preference plays such a big part.
That's really what this whole industry is.
It is.
One guy's collection is completely different than another guy's collection. There might be some overlap, but personal preference comes down to it.
There's overlap. It's click, pow, and it just depends on how you want to get there. Sure. And there's such a controversy. We had a big controversy in here. I'm not a Creedmoor fan by any means. 6.5, it's a good round. I'm just not enamored on the 6.5 Creedmoor. Mm-hmm. Why? I don't know. Sure. I just don't care for it. I don't want to shoot it. Don't care. Don't want one.
Well, there's pros and cons.
Yeah, there is. And me, I don't care. I have my personal preference where, long range stuff is coming out of a 300 Weatherby mag, and then medium range is coming out of a 30-06, and everything's been accurized, and when you pull the trigger, if you don't squint and shut your eyes when you pull the trigger and looking at the crosshair, you know exactly where that thing's going to hit.
Sure.
I mean, without a problem.
And
RC and I had
you can watch where it hits.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It's far enough out there. Yeah, you recover from the recoil. And
Well, there's the whole new school and old school. Also, you talk about 300 Win Mag and 30-06 and 308. Those are going to be the old school, and then you've got the new school with the the 6.5 Creedmoor and the 300 PRC, and all these things that are just kind of modernized. But it seems like the old school doesn't want nothing to hear about it, because why do we need to change?
Yeah, I get a kick out of these guys, these hunters. Especially on Instagram, there was a big flap the other day about 30-06, in the 6.5 Creedmoor. And, I mean, it really got hostile.
Yeah, well, it can. I mean,
it did. This guy came out and said, if you're shooting a 6.5 Creedmoor and you have an elk tag, you want to go out now and shoot your elk so it's dead by the time elk season rolls around. And that was a 30-06 guy. So.
Sure. Well, 30-06 is tried and true, proven for elk, in my opinion. And a lot of this comes down to personal, not just personal preference, but personal opinion. In my opinion, the 6.5 Creed, well, it will take an elk, with all the right things and the right placement. It's probably on the low end of what I personally would consider sufficient for doing the job.
Well, we had the discussion the other day about this whole ballistics thing. Truth be known, you don't need $500 in designer camouflage.
No.
I mean, how many deer were killed in a T-shirt?
Yeah.
Blue jeans, your cowboy boots, and a 30-30 rifle,
and a flannel, and get out there and get it done for years and years and years.
Yeah. It would be interesting to see how many 30-30s have dispatched deer.
Well, depending on who you talk to, kind of the general consensus is, the 30-30 has probably killed more deer than anything else put together.
Absolutely.
However, now that we've, been getting into the newer stuff, I have a feeling that the 30-30 is tried and true. It's been around forever.
Well, we're seeing some trendy stuff. I've been talking to Chemo at 406. The AR platforms, there's companies building lever or bolt action.
Sure.
In 30-06s, and
we work with one of those companies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other trendy thing is AR platform with lever action.
I haven't seen that one yet.
Sweet.
There's a company that's making a pump action AR.
Nice.
And that's kind of a cool concept. There's a place for it.
Of course.
I don't know if I'm a customer, but I really like the
I don't think I am.
and I like the design, and I like the idea of it, just for, it's different.
Oh, sure.
Am I going to use one? Probably not, but it's still pretty cool.
Yeah, but I'm thinking, a lever action AR platform and a 30-30 would just be way too much fun.
And that's what's neat about this industry too, is you can combine things, and if you have a good idea and there's enough people that think it's a good idea, you make it and everybody buys it, and
boom,
and there you go.
Yeah. Now, do you do anything with long guns? Like the 30-06s, 300s, that kind of stuff?
We will be releasing some bolt action triggers probably after the first of the year.
Nice.
I've seen the designs. I have not seen a working prototype yet. However, to go from design to working prototype isn't that big of a deal. We just got to sit down, put our heads together and get it done. But we've got so many things going on right now that we're literally running at capacity to keep up with the demand that we've created.
You're in the realm of there are just absolutely so many possibilities. I mean, you start looking at what's on the market. Your Brownings, Winchesters, Rugers. Ruger needs some help.
There's a lot of these companies out there that could use a little help, and then there's some companies that actually have pretty doggone good triggers for factory. They're pretty darn good. Our first ones that we'll be building will be Remington 700 pattern,
of course,
and then the Tikka. Those two seem to be obviously the the number one choice for getting
need
a
more
trigger
help
out there.
than the other guys.
Well, not just need more help. There's just more demand for it because
Of course.
pretty much everything is built on a 700 pattern.
Yeah, I thought, I'm thinking the Tikka's got a fairly good trigger system.
And
in it.
the Tikka's a real popular one as well. It's good solid. It's proven to be a good solid platform.
Yeah, the other one that I'm pretty fond of is the Weatherby in my 300 mag.
It's a big boomer. That'll get the job done.
It's right there. I mean, it's just nice, solid trigger, not a lot of slop in it.
Sure. Well, there's a lot of good triggers out there.
Yeah.
We're just making triggers that are better than
Better.
better. So if you got a bad one, let's get a good one in it.
Better triggers are better for you.
They are.
All right, we got to flip into a break here. When we come back, we're going to try to get a hold of Dom Pelfrey, MDF director, see what he's up to. And we'll be right back more with Matt and Ballistics Triggers on Fox Sports 910.
Thanks for calling Grand Avenue Mini Storage. We are located at 3636 West Grand Avenue. We have units ranging from 4 foot by 4 foot all the way up to a 20 by 20. Yes, sir. I do think the 4 foot by 4 foot will hold all of your IRS crashed hard drives. No, sir. I don't think the 20 by 20 will hold all the people the White House has thrown under the bus, but do have room for that bus. Grand Avenue Mini Storage. Call us at 602-246-0680. 602-246-0680.
The premier monthly print and online publication in the Southwest is celebrating their 10th year anniversary. Award-winning Arizona Boating and Water Sport and its sister publication, the Western Outdoor Times, cover current topics ranging from boating, camping, shooting, and water sports, fishing, wildlife, conservation, RVing, outdoor safety, and a complete schedule of community events. Arizona Boating and Water Sports and the Western Outdoor Times are free print publications available at over 500 locations and online. Sign up for yours at azbw.com and get the free weekly newsletter. For more information, contact Jim Allen at 480-947-6219 or email him at jim@azbw.com.
What? You missed again?
Yeah, but I looked cool doing it.
That's because you're holding an Atheros rifle. Sleek, reliable, and built to make you look like you meant to miss on purpose. Whether you're at the range or the end of the world, our rifles won't fail you. But we can't promise your aim won't. Under new ownership, quality rifles with the same deadly bite. Atheros Rifle Company. Because even your mother-in-law respects this kind of firepower. AtherosRifle.com. Or call us at 540-849-4674.
It's time to join the Howl Pack. In 2025, Howl for Wildlife campaigns will inspire advocacy, influence decision makers, and build resistance to the constant attacks from the anti-hunting industry. Howl is committed to protecting hunting, angling, and trapping opportunities nationwide, and we invite you to join the Howl Pack. Howl for Wildlife is committed to winning. Visit howlforwildlife.org to learn more and join the pack.
If you're a rancher, farmer, or involved in wildlife habitat enhancement, then you need to know Southwest Ranch Supply for your needs. Southwest Ranch Supply is a distributor for quality American-made products. Vertical and direct burial water tanks, Numex polypipe, RDF aluminum troughs and spring boxes, Rainmaker drinkers, Western clay bentonite and pond seal, Redmond agricultural salt and minerals in bulk or block, solar well conversion, panels, pumps, and structural panel supports. Contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655 for your free project survey and estimate to stretch your project budget and ensure you have the right products for your projects. We run full truckloads, split truckloads, and deliver direct to your allotment. Southwest Ranch Supply is your partner in conservation. 623-221-7655. Again, contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655. Southwest Ranch Supply, proud member of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association.
Calling all parents and teachers. At Staples, your back-to-school budget is officially saved by the button. The Easy Button, with supplies as low as 25 cents, plus laptops up to 40% off, and more deals on top brands and trending styles. Find it all at Staples. That was easy.
For more information about contests on this station, go to foxsports910.com/rules.
Beth, you're in charge of ordering the tacos for the meeting today, yeah?
I'm not going to order the tacos.
What?
I'm going to Easy Cater the tacos. With ezCater, you can order from a huge variety of restaurants, track expenses, and save time.
Nice.
Oh, by the way, you're emailing the meeting notes, right?
No, I'm going to easy mail them. Where's my music?
Sorry, Ben. There's no ezCater for that.
ezCater, the easy way to order food for work. Order now at ezcater.com.
Back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910 and always on our free iHeartRadio app. Here's the Bass Daddy and Tournament Pro, Don McDowell.
Alrighty, we're back. Thanks for hanging with us. We've got MDF Mule Deer Foundation Regional Director Don Pelfrey on the line. He's fresh out of Williams. How you doing this morning, man?
Good. How are you, sir?
Hey, we're having fun. I've got Matt Rashawn in here from Ballistics Triggers, and we were just talking about maybe hooking you guys up and having him come into one of your chapter banquets and talk about the nuances of ballistic engineering triggers. I mean, it's what we do. I mean,
yeah, no, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it would be. So you've got a new banquet coming up in Prescott on the 30th. What are some of the details?
We got August 30th. It'll start at 5 p.m., ends at 9. We're going to have pulled pork. I'll have about 30 guns there. Lots of hunting supplies. Yeah, I come in gun heavy for my banquet, so I love to make sure everybody has a good time. We're always going to give away a gun to a veteran and a first responder. So it's a ton of fun.
Yeah, that's a pretty good deal. How many folks are you expecting around that 300 mark?
Well, no, unfortunately, numbers are low. We're only going to be about 150.
Okay. Well, how do we get tickets? What's the instructions for getting a table reservation, cost, all that kind of stuff?
Super easy. Go online to www.muledeer.org and go over to events and just click on Arizona, and it'll pop right up, and you can buy your tickets right there.
Okay, and with your tickets, Matt, you also get a membership to MDF. It's an annual membership.
The ticket covers the meal cost and the membership.
There you go.
So that covers both of those.
Outstanding. Do you have any guest speakers?
I do not at this time for that one.
Okay.
I take that back. I will have Jake Smith with the Mule Deer Foundation, one of our biologists, to be there. He'll be there to speak about some of the projects we've done around Arizona.
I'll tell you what, he's as bad as I am. He's the wrong guy to give a microphone to. No, Jake does a really, really great job for MDF and the Arizona Game and Fish Department. Okay, you're doing some good work down in southern Arizona. Have you, before I ask the question, this guy is known, Matt, for dragging mule deer out of the canal and giving them mouth-to-mouth. Right?
After he shoots them?
Only twice.
Oh, yeah. And then he kicks them loose so he can go hunt them. So I love it.
Go hunt them again.
Yeah. So what's going down in southern Arizona where 15 years into a 3-year drought, and the deer are suffering, all God's little creatures are suffering. Did you guys get any rain this past week?
We have not. We didn't get any rain out here. I hit rain Friday heading toward Williams to do that fence removal project. I hit rain in Gila Bend, but that was as close as we got to this side of the state. Gila Bend did get a good downpour, but it was a lot of rain, but coming back through, I seen it's already bone dry. That ground sucked that water right up.
Yeah. Okay, one more question. We'll kick you loose. How was your project there in the Williams area?
Oh, it was great. We got 6 miles of fence removed. We had a company come out, Murphy's Diesel. They came out with their equipment and made quick work of removing the fence. We had about 30 volunteers. There was a lot of other great organizations there. I don't have their names right off the top of my head, but there was a lot of volunteers.
Nice. Okay. Now, who was the company that came out and gave you guys a hand?
Murphy's Diesel.
Really? And what did they do for you?
They brought 3 pieces of equipment. They custom built a fence roller to be able to roll over 2 miles of fence at one time.
Oh, wow.
Up on this roller on a Bobcat, yeah. And then he brought out the excavator and another Bobcat to be able to pull the poles and pick up the trash.
Oh, my God.
So we successfully removed 6 miles of fencing yesterday.
Matt was talking about old school versus new school. The old school, you did it by hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm serious.
Sure.
Yeah, if you didn't have double thick leather gloves, it's brutal. All right, my friend. We'll look forward to seeing you up there in Prescott.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, we'll try to get you again next week and push it one more time.
All right. I appreciate it, sir.
All right, man. Be safe
You guys
today.
have a great day.
Okay, Don Pelfrey doing a great job for the Mule Deer Foundation. Actually, I met him down in Yuma, and he was dragging a mule deer doe that, it's really sad what's happening to the deer. I mean, you got this, this big Grand Canal running through there, and they're dying of thirst, and, they're smelling the water, and pretty soon they slip and fall in, and, if somebody doesn't see them and report, this guy's on the spot. 24/7. So, hey, there's a deer in the canal. He's gone.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's a big deal. We're trying our best to preserve the water situation down there in southern Arizona. That's unit. We're working in 39, 40A, 40B, and it's just it's bone dry. Just absolutely.
We could definitely use some water.
We were down there. She's from Pocono, and we were down there the morning after the night that it rained. Sure. And by 10 o'clock, it was pretty calm when we went in there, not a lot of dust but coming out.
All dried up already.
Dust.
Yeah.
Yeah. It just, it's pathetic.
It evaporates very quick here.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Getting back to you guys, how much R&D goes into this match grade, the 2-stage? How many hours? And what do you go through?
I couldn't even tell you how many hours of R&D. We get an idea. So on paper or on the computer, it looks good. So we'll cut out the parts, put it together, and start running it. See what needs to be tweaked, and once it gets to a point where we can say, hey, this is pretty doggone good, what do you think about it? We've got quite a few people, competition shooters, people in the industry, companies that we're already working with that would like a 2-stage. So we'll send them samples and have them run them, and we'll get tens of thousands of rounds on these sample triggers, pre-production triggers, and then get the feedback from it. What worked, what didn't, what would you like better, what would you like different, all that sort of thing. Take all that stuff into account. And right now, that's where we are. Is we're at a final kind of a final consensus of what's going to be the best, overall. So we'll have 3 different levels of this 2-stage also, which is going to be nice because each stage is each level of this one is going to do something just a little bit different and a little bit better. So our top end one, boy, it's going to be a strictly competition, best of the best, really, really cool trigger.
Okay, and you expect to have that out first of the year, first quarter?
No, we're hoping to have that out probably beginning of Q4.
Oh, really?
So we're pushing real hard to have that out here pretty quick. Like I said, I'm just waiting for the boss to say, hey, these things are ready to go. But we're pushing here for the next, maybe within the next month.
Well, let me know. We'll get you back, and maybe we can do one of the things we've been doing here, contrary to some of the wishes of management. Last month we had 406 Rifle Company, Soda Firearms in here, and this place was packed.
Perfect. Love it.
Yeah, and maybe we can do a how to disassemble your go-to and remove the trigger system and install a new trigger system.
That's real simple to do. That's the nice thing about these triggers is they're just a drop-in trigger. So if you own a screwdriver and know which end to hold, you can pretty much put one of these triggers
Sometimes that's
in.
difficult.
Well, like I said, there are some prerequisites.
Yeah.
But they're very simple installation. Yeah.
Okay, so ask management when they're going to have a MS-13 trigger. I mean, you guys are discriminating. I mean, this is terrible.
Well, we got to go with the demand, and right now there isn't so much demand for that. But not to say it won't be on the drawing board at some point.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Once we get through all the rest of them.
That's insane. Okay, we're going to flip into a break. We're going to try to go to the West Coast. Did I say West Coast? I meant to say left coast. You're from California, no offense.
No offense taken.
Okay.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, we're going to see if we can get a hold of Captain Bill on the Malahaney and check the fish count out of San Diego. I'm Don McDowell with
Matt Ruchon.
We'll be right back.
If you're new in the valley and want to fish or don't know where or how to, contact the Goodyear Bass Club, sanctioned by BASS. The Goodyear Bass Club is a teaching club with boater and non-boater slots open. Enjoy the benefits of BASS, the Arizona Bass Federation Nation, and meet some awesome anglers. For more information, call Mike Hofforth, 623-229-4650, or check him out online, ArizonaBassNation.com. Hey, let's go fishing.
Bass is king.
Big news! AZ Med Weight Control cutting-edge programs now include the Evolve X body contouring technology. The Evolve X body contouring machine is non-invasive, hands-free solution that quickly transforms the shape of your muscles while treating fat and improving the look of your skin and contour. With the Evolve X body contouring, you get to take advantage of the combination of technologies that delivers a no downtime and a true alternative for sculpting your body without needles or surgery. As medical technology grows daily, AZ Med Weight Control strives to stay on the leading edge of the medical weight loss industry. If you want to become a happier, healthier you, then AZ Med Weight Control is for you. Evolve X is now available at our Avondale office, located at 2935 North Dysart Road. Call for your appointment now at 623-251-5605. Let me give you that number one more time because you don't want to miss this offer. 623-251-5605 or visit azmedweightcontrol.com. That's azmedweightcontrol.com.
In today's world, personal and family safety, home and business are at risk. Roll Shutter Systems Shutters protects your family, home, and business assets, providing security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Roll Shutter Systems is family owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click rollshuttersystemsusa.com or call 623-869-7.
From the mountains of Montana to the shores of Hawaii, this ain't your grandma's coffee talk. Welcome to 406 Coffee and Chaos, where Big Sky Grit meets Island Aloha, and things get wild fast. We talk rifles, outdoors, politics, and life. No filters, just full send. 1 minute, it's elk hunting. The next is spam moose-bee and suppressors. Brew a strong cup, hold on tight, and embrace the beautiful madness. This is 406 Coffee and coffee brewed in Montana, seasoned with aloha and delivered with a heavy dose of freedom. Hey, you like beef bretta? Only if it's elk shot from 600 yards with my 406 Hui Hui build. From Lava Rock to the Rocky Mountains, Montana 406 Rifle Hui Hui blends Pono Island style with rugged Western soul precision. So sharp, even your tutu gets chicken skin. Born in Big Sky Country, raised with aloha. Whether you're hunting mule deer or chasing pigs in the jungle, shoot straight, stay humble. M406RHH.com or call 406-266-1923.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, but one thing's for sure, you need a PC you can rely on. Whether it's for school, gaming, or whatever your next chapter holds, Lenovo.com has the tech to help you succeed. Shop PCs right now at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale, where students can save more when they sign up for a Lenovo Education account. Free shipping, easy returns, flexible financing. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium sleep at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Let their sleep experts match you with the perfect bed and get the rest you deserve. They make sleep easy.
Score a Wendy's sausage, egg, and cheese, bacon, egg, and cheese, or Honey Buddy biscuit for just $1. Pick just one or pick all three. For just $1 each, you literally can't go wrong. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Limit 5 qualifying items per transaction. Not valid in a combo while supplies last.
If you love the outdoors, make sure you sign up for the weekly hunting fishing newsletter to stay up to date with the latest outdoorsman news across the nation. Sign up today at huntingfishing.com. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
Okay, as promised, we're over on the left coast with Captain Bill Wilkerson. Okay, so what is it, the Malahini or the Horizon today, Captain? Yeah, Captain Bill, wake up, man.
What up, man? What you doing?
Well, we're trying to stay awake like you. What are you doing today?
I'm laying in my rack. Honestly.
Why did I know that? All right, who's running the big boat today?
I am. I'm just taking a nap.
I don't blame you.
We fished big bluefin tuna last night. It was good. We had our opportunities. I think we have 12 tuna between 90 and 150 pounds.
Yikes.
We have a limit for a first day of a 2-day during the day. And we started our second limit for this 2-day last night.
Wonderful.
It was good, man. Go to the Facebook page. See what we caught. It was good. Oh, my God, it was good. It was fun. A lot of fun, guys.
How far did you have to run?
50 miles, 50, between 50 and 55 miles south.
Well, that's not bad. That's not bad.
We're fishing down by the 371, the
Okay.
295 there.
Anybody
it was fun,
out?
though, man. It was fun.
Is anybody out bouncing around on Tanner Bank?
Tanner had put out some bluefin yesterday, from what I gathered, listening to reports and talking to people. There were 2 boats in our code group fished Tanner yesterday for pretty decent fishing at 25 to 80 pound bluefin. It was fun.
Yeah.
Sounds like the bluefin's starting to bite a little bit more, which is making things, pretty interesting, man.
Well, I see the real champion was out on a 3-day, and this is the first time this year I've seen yellowfin pop up on the fish count. What are you hearing on the yellowfin?
I have not.
Okay.
I have not.
Well, maybe
we
they
have
headed
2
this
hurricanes
way.
that are pushing water up there from the south.
Yeah.
Water 68.5 yesterday. Stuff we caught our limit style bluefin fishing stuff on. We're looking. I think we're headed south, more south today. We'll probably wind up down by the Bonda Bank or something like that. Who knows? We might run into some yellowfin. I don't know. Worse. When I went to go lay down in the water, 67.1. The same area we were in yesterday was 68.5. So a lot of that might have to do with the sun. Not shining yet.
Yep, absolutely. All right, well, we're going to keep in touch with you.
Well, it's been fun, dude.
Yeah, well, it sounds like you're having a pretty good trip. All right, you enjoy your nap. Give my regards to the guys on the Horizon. And what's going on with the Malahini real quick?
Malahini's fishing Coronado Islands today. The islands, we fished the islands on a 3-day. That would be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this month, and it was pretty good fishing there. We had, 25 yellows the first day there, and we went offshore that night looking for bluefin to no avail. We got back to the islands about 2 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday, fished there from Tuesday morning at gray light till 10 o'clock in the morning there. Then went back offshore again, found a school of bluefin tunas and some yellowtails on kelps. Kelp patty fishing yellowtail has started to improve a little bit on that front. No yellowfin as of yet.
Okay. All right. You guys be safe out there. We'll talk to you next week, Bill. God love you, man. Appreciate what you're doing.
All right. Hey, Don, when you guys coming?
I'll have to get a hold of Tyson maybe week after next.
All right, stay in touch, man.
I'm in Utah next week, and then Thursday we have a memorial service for one of our course goers that passed away, Mr. Stockton. Yeah.
We'll keep his family in our prayers, man.
Yes, sir. All right. We'll talk to you next week, Bill. Be safe.
All right, guys. Love your show.
All right. We appreciate you. Here's the total dock count for San Diego, including H&M Landing. They had 16 boats out, 17 trips, 370 anglers, a lot of bottom fish, 332 whitefish. I'm going to stay with the pelagics, the bluefin 234, 77 yellowtail. Boy, the bottom fish were just crazy. And then, like I said before, five yellowfin. And I'm kind of playing this year on the monsoons. If we don't have yellowfin, I mean, everything this year is late, a month, 2 months late. Then we're just now getting to see a little bit of monsoon. This is the first time this year we've seen yellowfin on this fish count, and we should have been seeing them in July. So should have had monsoon.
The weather affects everything.
Absolutely. You know, you get the jet stream has to do with the ocean currents. They have to do with whether the warm water's here or there, and that's what's happened. The warm water's been holding down around Mag Bay, holding the yellowfin. There's just a ton of everything down there. The Dorado and some of the other game fish that move up as the water warms up. As an example, we haven't seen albacore for 20 years.
Really?
Yeah. And when I had my stint over there, I spent well over 2,000 days on sport boats, and I mean there was always albacore.
Sure.
And then
they're gone.
No, they're so far out we can't get to them, and they go up the coast because generally they'll hit Oregon coast.
Yeah.
About June, and then they make a left-hand turn, which is a fatal mistake. They go to Japan.
And turn into sushi.
Also, yeah. Yeah, it's a crazy deal over there. But anyway, you coming from California, did you have much opportunity to fish offshore?
I did get out quite a bit, not as much as a lot of people that I know back there. Yeah. But yeah, nothing. I never did any overnight trips out in the ocean, but we'd go 10 or 12 miles off to whatever was coming through. A lot of salmon, the salmon runs and stuff like that. We did a lot of fishing on the rivers and fishing for steelhead and trout.
That's premier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's pretty fun stuff. That's kind of what we're known for up there, is not only just the fishing industry at large, but the steelhead. When they start running up the rivers, that's when everybody gets real excited.
Oh man, yeah, that's a big deal. Our time certain James Guggenauer at 8:30 is not going to be with us today. He's up at Dunkerby Lodge in British Columbia. And before he went up, they were talking about a 51 or 52-pound Chinook.
Oh, boy.
Which are late. These guys are late.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is late.
And everything's late right now just based on the weather hasn't done what it's normally supposed to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're blaming it on the Russians.
Russia, whoever wasn't there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty crazy, I mean, the drought situation we're in is just absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know how much geoengineering has to play in it. That's a reality. It's not just a conspiracy theory anymore. It's, it's been proven. And the thing that I question, where is HARP? Where is it? I mean, I don't know who's got control of it, but it definitely manipulates the weather. Rumor has it can create earthquakes. China got all pissed off. They accused the U.S.
Well, there's so much of it that we know enough about it, but we still don't know what we don't know, what they don't tell us, and the far-reaching effects. And oh boy, that's a huge rabbit hole.
Hold that thought. We got to stand down the first hour. When we come back, 406 Rifle Company and Coffee and Chaos. I'm Don McDowell with
Matt Ruchon.
And we'll be right back.
Don McDowell Outdoor Radio has been sponsored by Elevate Design Group.
If you're a rancher, farmer, or involved in wildlife habitat enhancement, then you need to know Southwest Ranch Supply for your needs. Southwest Ranch Supply is a distributor for quality American-made products. Vertical and direct burial water tanks, Numex polypipe, RDF aluminum troughs and spring boxes, Rainmaker drinkers, Western Clay bentonite and pond seal, Redmond agricultural salt and minerals in bulk or block, solar well conversion, panels, pumps, and structural panel supports. Contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655 for your free project survey and estimate to stretch your project budget and ensure you have the right products for your projects. We run full truckloads, split truckloads, and deliver direct to your allotment. Southwest Ranch Supply is your partner in conservation. 623-221-7655. Again, contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655. Southwest Ranch Supply, proud member of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association.
Let's go! You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems, like snoring, aches and pains, hot sleep, or even an old saggy mattress that can keep you up at night. And our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And right now, save up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic, plus a $300 instant gift. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Recently on an episode of the Fud Around and Find Out podcast with AZ Fudd, we were joined by Courtney Williams and Natisha Heidemann, the Stud Buds, for a conversation that goes from viral moments to downright chaos.
Courtney, you picked me up at All-Star. Do you remember that?
Stop it. I was picking people up, but I do remember picking you up, for sure. I picked you up in a different way, AZ, than I was picking the other baddies up. You feel me?
To hear this and more, open your free iHeartRadio app. Search Fud Around and Find Out with AZ Fudd and listen now.
From the Rappy Law Group Accident Attorney Studio.
Call Rappy.
This is KGME Phoenix, KESC HD3 Phoenix. Set a preset on the iHeartRadio app.
From the Parker & Sons Weather Center. For all your AC, plumbing, and electrical needs, call Parker.
Our Sunday forecast is calling for a dry day with sunshine, clear skies, 105 degrees for your daytime high with an overnight low of around 84. For the Fox 10 Weather Experts, I'm Ashley Loessa.
This report is sponsored by Allstate. Some people just know you could save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Those people are probably saving a carload of cash right now. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Don McDowell Outdoor Radio is sponsored by Southwest Ranch Supply. It's time for Coffee and Chaos with the guys from the 406 Rifle Company, Captain Chemo and Sheriff Wynn.
Okay, we're switching gears, going to Montana with Sheriff Wynn. What's happening up there? What's happening, buddy?
Well, good morning, Don. You know, it's we're starting to burn up here. we had a lot of new fires start yesterday across the state. I mean, it just, and then the high winds, a lot of evacuations across the state because these fires are popping up in all these residential areas. And so it was a little smoky and quite a bit hot and really windy yesterday. And so the day is much weirder. It's like 70 degrees right now, and it's kind of chilly. So, yeah, it's just, you know, Montana fun, you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah. Well, it's been so interesting up here, Don. It's like just like 2 weeks ago, we had 250 officers running around the mountains, over in Anaconda looking for that suspect that shot those 4 people in the bar. And they did catch him. He's hiding out in a camper, and we should have had that. And everybody was on edge about that. Now everybody's on edge because every time they turn around, there's a new fire somewhere, and people are having to leave. So it's just a weird year in Montana.
I'll tell you what. I want to introduce you to Matt Ruchon from Ballistics Engineering. These guys built. We've talked about this before. We've talked about their triggers, integrating ballistics engineering triggers into M406 rifle bills. What are you guys doing for triggers? Don't give away any secrets, but are you using standard triggers out of the box? What are you doing?
No, I think Chemo's been putting them in under drop-ins with, it's got that third pin so they can't move around. But I can't remember the name of the trigger system he's using. But he's got a particular one he's been using quite a bit.
All right. Is that the stuff coming out of Soda?
I believe it possibly, yeah, I believe it is, actually. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, what else is going on? I know you guys are, we've got a bunch of fires going on down here. This Dragon Fire up in the North Rim, dragging them in. They've burned 145,000 acres, including.
Wow. Are they getting any of that contained? 40% was the last I heard.
66%.
Okay, so they're.
But that was such a tragedy. That burned the buildings that were built in the North Rim for the Grand Canyon Center up there were built in in the 1920s. The only thing standing is the stone.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. Well, we actually our hunting season started on what day did it start on? It started on Friday. It was. So our archery antelopes open, and I think here soon our backcountry hunting starts as well. So we're transitioning out of the fun in the sun, let's go out and play in the water, to let's get on the camouflage and get the bows out and start chasing critters.
That's a good time of year.
It is, and it's a little tough to draw permits here this year. I mean, I put in for everything, and I got a mule deer doe permit, and I'm like, oh, that's tough. All I got to do is walk out my back door and shoot one.
Okay.
Eat in the freezer.
It's easy freezer work, but yeah. But no, I mean, I'm excited. We've had a lot of moisture this year, and which is great because the animals have stayed up in the high country versus coming down low like they normally do. So it might actually be hunting this year and not just driving out to a hayfield and finding one or 500 of them standing there and pick the easiest one to take. People might actually put some effort in this year. So kind of excited about that.
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, we've got. Did you hunt?
I do.
What did you get?
Every chance I get.
Yeah, did you get a game tag this year?
I didn't draw a tag this year. No.
Mm.
No, I'm going to be so busy this fall
Yeah.
and winter that I didn't put in for an elk tag. I just took a point, and then I didn't draw a deer tag this year either. But I did. I had a Coos deer tag last year, so I wasn't really expecting to get one this year.
I got a turkey tag.
I didn't even put in for.
No,
turkey.
I'm happy with that.
Well, we do have archery deer that starts up next weekend, so I'll be walking around the mountains with a bow here pretty soon.
You're a good man. Now, are you building triggers for releases?
I don't even think that's on the radar right now.
No?
No.
That's a whole nother market.
That's a whole completely different market.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe for
Yeah.
crossbows.
Go ahead.
Do you have to put in for a special permit for a turkey down there?
Absolutely.
Oh my goodness, ours is
Yeah.
over the counter.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this is Arizona. You got to put in for pretty much everything.
Everything. Well, we do have over-the-counter opportunities. There's elk, and then down in Unit 39. And yesterday I saw, I didn't tell you this, down at Poca de Nero, we were down there running around, and javelina is scattered all over the place. And no, I didn't have my tag, and I do now, but I didn't yesterday. So we'll be back.
Are those any good to eat though?
It's like eating an armpit. No.
Yeah, I'll pass. Say,
yeah.
I've been here for over 10 years, and I just don't care about javelina.
No.
I just don't care about them.
No. They're fun to harvest once in a while, but other than that, they're a nuisance. All right, what else is going on out there, Win?
Just doing a little farming. Well, I was until I blew a tire off the bead and nowhere to get it fixed on a Sunday. So, other than that, just trying to get stuff done before the snow starts flying. We have that opportunity. It seems like about every September, we have a really good chance of some snow hitting the ground, and then when we get into October, it's not much better. I mean, we've had 10, 12 inches of snow on the ground in the first week in October. And so, Montana's got 2 seasons, winter and summer.
Yeah.
And we don't really have a spring or a fall. It's just we go from one to the next. So,
well, it's kind of like Arizona. We only have 2 seasons. We have little summer and big summer. That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I was listening. Before you guys come on, I was listening. They said, "Oh, it's high day of 105." I'm like, "Yeah, no."
Here 105 really isn't that bad.
No.
Well,
when it gets to 110.
Our high today is 79. So
you win.
You guys would probably be putting on a parka if it was 79. So
I don't even think we hit 79 at nighttime.
Actually, this morning was
it?
down in the low 70s this morning. I was loving it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. And then the sun came up and headed right towards 90.
All right, my good Sheriff, we're going to kick you loose, and we'll visit with you guys next week.
Yeah, I think Timo's back next week, Don.
Yeah, that guy's like a bad rash, man. He's just all over the place.
Yes, he is. So,
okay, man. Have a great weekend. You can check out
absolutely. You guys have
Montana 406 Rifle Hui Hui. That's the Hawaiian part of the life. So anyway, check that out. These are all Tier 1, and we got to get you guys hooked up. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Whereabouts are they in Montana?
Bozeman.
In Bozeman? Okay. I spend quite a bit of time in Montana. My dad lives up in Montana.
Broadwater County up there. Sheriff, when we were just talking to, just retired recently, was a sheriff up there for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will definitely make a trip. We're going to be spending a lot of time opening new markets, so we'll put that on the list
definitely.
Of people to see.
You and Kimo would get along quite well. There's these Tier 1 rifles. They build till Tier 2 as well, but their top of the line is just absolutely exquisite.
Well, that's exactly where we fit in. We're a top of the line premium product that deserves a premium top of the line end result.
Yeah. How difficult are the triggers to do it yourself? Change out?
Not difficult at all. Pull the grip off, pull the safety out, pull the old trigger out, drop ours in, put the safety in, put the grip back on, and it's done. And the adjustability, because two of our triggers right now are adjustable, so they're adjustable from the top. So all you have to do is just break the upper and lower, apart, and you can adjust the pull weight of the trigger right through the top. You don't have to do any disassembly. They're very, very user friendly.
What's the range on? Let's see. You got the core trigger stock out of the box. What is that from the factory?
That one right now, we've did a little bit of a redesign on that one, and that one comes set fixed 3.5 pound pull. It's It's very nice. It's very crisp. It's very very tactile. You can get a handle on that trigger very easily. It's a nice one for anybody that's looking to just kind of upgrade. You know, they don't want to go crazy. They just want something better than they have. That's an excellent trigger to just drop in. Anybody that's kind of just playing around with the AR game, you know, maybe they're not really deep into it like a lot of us get, but they do have an AR and they just want a better trigger. That's a
well, one thing leads to another, to another, to another, to another.
It can get as bad as you.
Anything that makes you more accurate.
Yes. It can get as bad as you let it.
Oh yeah,
it's a disease almost.
Yeah, especially with you know, I don't have that so much with the 47, but the ARs are so much out there to look at.
Oh yeah,
you know, play with.
Oh, there's every part and piece available, is upgradable or customizable. It's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah,
but that's a lot of the allure. Also, is you can piece together something that is 100% exactly what you want. And that's what's really nice about that platform. And that's the appeal to so many different people.
Yeah.
You know, what you like isn't what I like. What you use yours for is not what I use mine for, and vice versa. So, yeah, our trigger line falls right in there because we do have something that's going to enhance the performance for anybody, no matter what they're doing with it. If it lives 99% of its life in the safe or in the closet, we're still going to have a trigger that works better than the one that you have right now. If you're a competition shooter, we absolutely are an upgrade from even some of the offerings that are out there right now. You know, there's a lot of good stuff out there.
Sure.
However, we just think we have a better mousetrap.
Okay, and you think fourth quarter you're going to have your competition trigger out?
Competition 2 stage trigger. I'm just like I said. I'm waiting any time for it to be released. We're shooting for beginning of quarter 4. So
what's the price point on that?
I'm not 100% sure yet. I'm pretty sure it's going to fall in that $250 range. It may be a little up, it may be a little down from there. But like I said, we're going to have three versions of that trigger, so it's going to be in that 2.5.
Yeah, affordable.
It's going to be exceptionally affordable, especially compared to some of the stuff that's out there. You know, when you're talking $300 to $400 for a trigger, I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah, you're paying for the name. A lot of that you're paying for the name. Not to say it's a bad trigger. It's not a bad trigger. They're pretty nice. However, are they $400 nice? We don't think so.
I don't know.
We're building an honest trigger with premium parts at an affordable, attainable, reasonable price.
Okay, so you're not lock, load, pull the string.
Right.
All right, we'll be back with Chris Rich, AZ Fly Shop, where the adventure begins.
From the mountains of Montana to the shores of Hawaii, this ain't your grandma's coffee talk. It's 406 Coffee and Chaos, where rifles roar, coffee pours, and aloha meets the wild western soul. We are slinging truth, gear, and attitude served with a side of mayhem. Grab a cup, brace yourself, and let the madness begin. 406 Coffee and Chaos brewed with aloha, seasoned in gunpowder, served up straight from the big sky. 406coffeeandchaos.com or on Facebook at 406 Coffee and Chaos.
Here is a great way to help Arizona's wildlife conservation efforts. Put an AZ Wildlife Conservation license plate on your car, truck, or RV and show the world you care. When you do, you are contributing to the AZ Wildlife Conservation Fund, which manages grants for habitat improvements and hunter-angler recruitment. Simply go online to servicearizona.com and select the AZ Wildlife Conservation plate for your license plate renewal. Show the world you care.
In today's world, personal and family safety, home and business are at risk. Roll Shutter Systems Shutters protects your family, home, and business assets, providing security, privacy, weather protection, noise reduction, and all built for specific needs. Roll Shutter Systems is family owned and operated for 40 years and manufactured in Phoenix, Arizona. They ship and install throughout the USA, Canada, and Mexico. For your free estimate, click RollShutterSystemsUSA.com or call 623-869-7057.
7.
Looking to get in shape? Then you need to check out AZ Med Weight Control with 2 Valley locations. AZ Med Weight Control's cutting-edge programs have been carefully developed and refined over the last 30 years, with medical technology growing daily, and they strive to stay on the leading edge of the medical weight loss industry. Our programs use the best formulas for weight loss success strategy, with the use of appetite suppressants, vitamin supplements, B12 injections, and revolutionary lipotropic injections. AZ Med Weight Control systems help you gain control of your weight loss battles by giving you the extra willpower by boosting your energy to get the most out of your busy lifestyle. And guys, they are the leader in testosterone therapy. Incredible results in Phoenix at 1241 East Northern Avenue and in Avondale, 2935 North Dysart Road. If you're looking to become a happier, healthier you, then start today by going to azmedweightcontrol.com. Again, that's azmedweightcontrol.com.
I'm Officer Kenny D. with the Arizona Game and Fish Department's Operation Game Thief program. The bad boys that poach the animals that are displayed in this trailer thought they could get away with it. They killed the animals and took them home, and they thought they were safe. But these criminals forgot one thing. We make house calls.
Out here, you get your hands dirty. You get to work and finish the long summer day knowing you made it count. Whether it's cutting the grass, picking the garden, frying up the grill, or washing your dog, you get things done. It's the small stuff that adds up to this life you love. At Tractor Supply, we know that feeling, and we've got the supplies and friendly advice you need to get the most out of every day, all summer long. Tractor Supply, for life out here.
Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium sleep at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Let their sleep experts match you with the perfect bed and get the rest you deserve. They make sleep easy.
This segment brought to you by Boyd's Gun Stocks, makers of the adjustable agility and at-one stock for your favorite long gun. Head to boydsgunstocks.com for more details. Build with Boyd's. Show us your rack. How big is that elk, whitetail, moose, or mule deer? In the world of big game hunting, there's nothing better than having your rack on the wall and shown around the outdoor world. Head to huntingfishing.com and show us your rack. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
All right, we're back where the adventure begins with Chris Rich, AZ Fly Shop. What's happening, man?
Hey, Don McDowell, there's all kinds of stuff happening right now. I'll tell you what we're getting ready for right now is 820. You familiar with 820, August 20th?
There's something about a carp derby.
Hey, we're 5 or 6 weeks away from the carp rally,
Okay.
which is what I'm going to be. I'm going to be looking for carp today. We're going to be out kind of just checking waters and just seeing, just keeping track of where those carp are at, what they're doing, how they're doing. But 820, August 20th, is Wildlife for Tomorrow's Day of Giving. AZ Fly Shop's going to be in support of that event, so we're going to give 10% of our proceeds. That's coming up on Tuesday.
Okay.
10% of all proceeds we're going to give to Wildlife for Tomorrow, and so it's kind of the first year they're doing it to see how what kind of reaction they can get and see if they can't raise a little money. The nonprofit arm of Game and Fish, so we're super excited about participating in that coming up on Tuesday. And Wildlife for Tomorrow is going to be the beneficiary of the carp rally and the fly fishing film tour coming up September 27th and 28th.
Okay, I'm not seeing
So
that on your calendar because August, the next one's the 21st, which is a fly tying meetup at the shop.
Fly tying meetup. Yeah, so we didn't get it on our calendar. We're going to make an announcement. I'm going to make a video announcement tomorrow. It kind of got started a little late, so we didn't have time to get it onto our calendar.
Sure.
But we're going to participate and see what we can do to help them out. I mean, that's what the shop is about. We're about giving back to the community and giving back to the causes that we care about and making this world a better place. I believe the world would be a better place if we have more people out there fly fishing. And as my good friend the Bass Daddy likes to say, the only reason we have terrorists is because they're not out there fishing.
That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, Bass Daddy, like that's a pretty freaking good name that they got pinned on you. I don't know how you ended up with that. You probably deserve it. The Bass Daddy. That's a hell of a nickname right there.
Yeah, it was the ability to catch fish. I'm just saying. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to get Matt. We're going to have to go try this carp rally.
I like it.
Oh,
Come on, baby.
I mean, these guys are absolutely insane.
I'm good at fishing. I've just got a problem with the catching part.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Well, fishing is always good, isn't it? Fishing is always good. Catching is suspect.
That's correct.
Yes. All right, so give us the rundown. What's the routine for the carp rally? Do you have a shotgun start? Can you fish anywhere you want? How are you going to do this?
Yeah, so we start at 10 a.m. on Saturday, September 27th, and the carp rally runs for 24 hours, 9:59 a.m. on Sunday morning, September 28th. Okay, so you literally have 24 hours. You've got to use a fly. You got to catch them on a fly, and you got to have pictures, right? So you take a picture of the fish with the fly in the mouth. You know, one where you're fighting the fish, one where you put him on the mat and kind of get the measurement of the fish. And that's that. And then they send that in. That's how we keep track of what's going on. We have 25 two-person teams. So that's how many can come into the carp rally. We've got a few open spots available. So you got 24 hours. We've got a category of the biggest carp and a category for the most carp. Now, last year, the same team got both of them. They actually fished all through the night. They went 24 hours. They didn't sleep. I mean, they sent in pictures all night long. They were catching carp.
That's crazy.
They really worked it.
Right
They did. They went home. The two winners went home. They split over $8,000 in brand new merchandise.
Wow.
Fly fishing merchandise, waders, rods, reels, nets, packs, you name it. Our vendors come out in force to really help us with the prize line for the carp rally and silent auction and raffle baskets for the fundraising portion. So, that's pretty basic where it's at. You show up at the shop at 10 a.m. That's when we give out your mat. So the mat will have this year's date on it so nobody can be out there, catching fish early and try to avoid anybody cheating. And then you can fish anywhere you want to fish. Now, that being said, right, the way that we keep track of this is when you catch the fish, you've got to send it in, so we can see the timestamp on the photo and keep track of what's going on. So, for example, there are some great locations to go out and catch great numbers of carp. I mean, like you could catch 50, 60 a day. But from those locations, there's no cell phone coverage, right? So you got to be in an area where you have cell phone coverage, which doesn't necessarily mean you have to be in Phoenix. There's some areas, outside of the Phoenix area that you could go to if that's what you wanted to do. That's pretty much it. Go out and have a good time.
Okay, do you have to fish from the shore, or may you fish from a boat?
You can fish from a boat. Absolutely. You have to fish in public water, so it's got to be water that's accessible to anybody, right? Can't be some special location that you have permission to go to and nobody else does.
Yeah.
So, and so the photos will tell you all that. They'll tell you, hey, what's the location? Where'd they fish at? What time did they take this photo? So on and so forth. That's how we keep track of it.
Okay, and this is all catch and release, no fish fry afterwards?
No fish fry afterwards. Dinner is available at the Fly Fishing Film Tour. That'll be at Moon Valley Country Club. And so we've got the event starts Saturday morning. It runs 24 hours. And then Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock, we open up the Fly Fishing Film Tour. It's at Moon Valley Country Club. You can stop in, have dinner, have a few drinks, socialize, make a few bids on the silent auction items, Game and Fish will be there. We might have the White Mountain Apache Game and Fish there. Several of our vendors will be there. One of our travel partners down in Argentina, they're going to have a booth set up there. So there'll be several booths set up. But it's really just an opportunity for the fly fishing community to come together, raise some monies, and have a voice in what's happening around fly fishing, around the state of Arizona.
I love what you do, man. That's so important to put back into the community. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, the fly fishing community is really an amazing community of people. It's a very small community. Remember, the fly fishing industry is half the size of the model train industry. I didn't realize I was that weird. I was that much of an outlier, right? When they told me that, it's like, ooh, yeah, I can't deny that I'm kind of that little outlier out there, right?
Yeah.
It's a small group, but it's a really wonderful group of people. They really like to give back to the community. They love to get involved in fly fishing. They just love to share what their passion is. So it's a very giving group of people, and this is one of those opportunities to come together and give.
Well, you're doing a great job, Matt. We never really had, any fly fishing experience until I met this guy.
Uh-huh.
And he came in here, and we started talking about fly fishing was one thing, German browns, rainbows,
Sure.
And then we got into this carp thing. I am inundated from England and the UK. These guys are absolutely insane.
About fly fishing for carp?
Carp, yeah.
Really?
Carp. Come on.
Up until 5 minutes ago, I never knew that was a thing.
Yeah.
I've been around fly fishing for quite a few years, growing up and all that.
We had him on the air. He's on a ladder in a canal fighting a 50-plus pound carp. I love you, man.
I tell you what, it's a hoot. It's a real challenge. They're a real hardy fish. We find them in a lot of waters. I tell you right now, trout fishing in Arizona, this is about the slowest time of the year that, other than maybe the dead of winter. Actually, dead of winter, we fish the desert for trout. They're stocking trout all winter long out in the Salt River, in the Verde River, even the urban ponds. There's a lot of trout opportunities, all year long. But really, like the dog days of summer, right? The water's warmed up in the mountains. You've got fewer and fewer waters that we would call safe to chase the trout in because, we don't like to stress the fish out. We just want to have fun with them, but we do want them to live. The carp, they kind of fill that hole, right? They're always, you can always chase them. They're hardy fish. They're super challenging to catch. They fight incredibly well. We're going to put our fish back anyhow, and it's just kind of that hunt that's on. So I've got a few spots today that are kind of out of the way. We're going to have to hike through the desert to kind of look at them. But there's just opportunities all through the desert, all through the city, even up in the mountains to go chase these carp. Yeah. And it's really a fun game. It's really, really a fun game. I've taken many people out that kind of started out saying, carp, yeah. Once they go out and they kind of play the game, I've never had somebody say, this isn't any fun. It's a really fun game.
All right, we got to go. You be safe out there. Put your big boy booties on if you're hiking. I just hope there's not a snake involved today.
I tell you what, this time of year, the snakes are really not out in the daytime. They might be in the shade somewhere, but they're probably underground waiting for that sun to start to go down.
Yeah, that's what you said the other night when they were trying to get in your booties.
Right there at the evening. I did have, about a week and a half ago, we were out there on Horseshoe in our pontoon boats at night fishing under that full moon. I had a rattlesnake come within about 2 feet of wanting to crawl up on my pontoon boat.
Nice. Yep.
That'll wake you up.
Yes, indeed. All right, God love you. You be safe out there. Chris Rich, check him out at Arizona Fly Shop, AZ Fly Shop. It's on Cactus just west of the 51. We're going to flip into a break, come back, and finish up with ballistic triggers and the Badass Report.
The first stop on any fishing trip is Phoenix Fishing Supply, 16th Street, just south of Camelback Road. At Phoenix Fishing Supply, they are the saltwater experts and all things fishing since 1987. Name it, they've got it. Gowdy Ted and his team of experts can service all your rods, reels, and equipment. To ensure you have the equipment to fight the fight, spool up with new line, check your brakes, clutch, and drag system. While you're there, check out the best of rods, reels, lures, and terminal tackle for whatever you're fishing for. Phoenix Fishing Supply, 4810 North 16th Street. Don't lose the fight.
Really? Thanks for calling Grand Avenue Mini Storage. We are located at 3636 West Grand Avenue. We have units ranging from 4 foot by 4 foot all the way up to a 20 by 20. Yes, sir. I do think the 4 foot by 4 foot will hold all of your IRS crashed hard drives. No, sir. I don't think the 20 by 20 will hold all the people the White House has thrown under the bus, but do have room for that bus. Grand Avenue Mini Storage. Call us at 602-246-0680. 602-246-0680.
You know, tuna fishing doesn't have to be time-consuming or expensive. Fish the Malahini, the three-quarter-day premier sport boat out of H&M Landing, San Diego. Yep, over on the left coast. Malahini has a long and proud tradition of dependable service, and with the goal of your success on the water. Captains Bill Wilkerson, Mike Schmidt, and Mike Zayak will utilize their extensive skills and the latest technology to put you on fish. The tuna season is in full swing right now. Yeah, right now. Spend a day on the water on the premier three-quarter-day sport fishing boat on the left coast, Malahini Sport Fishing. Don't miss the boat or the fish. Book Malahini now at hmlanding.com or call them at 619-222-1144. Hey, I'm Don McDowell, and I fish Malahini.
Hey, I heard that. Did you? If you didn't, you can get the weekly e-news Heard That from the AZ Cattle Growers Association to be informed about Arizona cattle growers news in our great state. Learn about events happening each month, legislation roundups and cattle news range highlights, and the monthly recap and member highlights. Sign up for the newsletter by contacting the ACGA staff at 602-267-1129 and learn more about joining the ACGA or advertising in the weekly newsletter Heard That. ACGA 602-267-1129.
If you're a rancher, farmer, or involved in wildlife habitat enhancement, then you need to know Southwest Ranch Supply for your needs. Southwest Ranch Supply is a distributor for quality American-made products. Vertical and direct burial water tanks, Numex polypipe, RDF aluminum troughs and spring boxes, Rainmaker drinkers, Western clay bentonite and pond seal, Redmond agricultural salt and minerals in bulk or block, solar well conversion, panels, pumps, and structural panel supports. Contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655 for your free project survey and estimate to stretch your project budget and ensure you have the right products for your projects. We run full truckloads, split truckloads, and deliver direct to your allotment. Southwest Ranch Supply is your partner in conservation. 623-221-7655. Again, contact us at southwestranchsupply.com or 623-221-7655. Southwest Ranch Supply, proud member of the Arizona Cattle Growers Association.
Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium sleep at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Let their sleep experts match you with a perfect bed and get the rest you deserve. They make sleep easy.
Calling all parents and teachers. At Staples, your back-to-school budget is officially saved by the button. The easy button, with supplies as low as 25 cents, plus laptops up to 40% off, and more deals on top brands and trending styles. Find it all at Staples. That was easy.
Good morning, Doctor.
Doctor?
Hi, Doctor. Doctor?
Dr. Jackson's practice is growing.
What do you mean we're still short-staffed?
He needs a good patient doctor.
How do we not have enough doctors to doctor all these patients?
And he doesn't have the patience to sift through hundreds of resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910 and always on our free iHeartRadio app. Here's the Bass Daddy and Tournament Pro, Don McDowell.
All righty, we're back going to North Dakota with Badass. What's happening?
Well, let me tell you what. North Dakota looks like a whole different state as of right now.
Really?
We've got some rain. We've had rain.
What?
We have had rain on top of rain, and I honestly cannot remember the last time it stayed this green up until August.
What?
So usually, right.
You have to educate me here. What is rain? What is that?
You know, it was a foreign concept to me when I came up here. It's little pellets from the sky. Just kidding. So usually by now, all of the pastures are drying out up here, like much like Arizona, obviously. But I mean, dust on a gravel road is not a thing, which is honestly kind of nice. But it means for a lot of different good things. So, I mean, just all of the green pastures, cover, it's lush, it's thick, and honestly, it's just about as pretty as it gets. I've never seen anything this green in my entire life. So all of our ranchers up here are just living their best lives. Cows are in great shape, pastures are holding, water holes are full. So obviously when you got good grass, you got good water in August, you're already ahead of the game going into fall, which I'm excited about. But here's the thing, it's kind of a double-edged sword. So we've talked about the cattle market. You obviously know what's kind of going on. I'm sure some of our listeners at home are aware of what's going on, but prices are sky high right now.
Oh, yeah.
It can be good, it can be bad, but all of our feeder calves are bringing record numbers. Fats are strong, everybody's selling, feels good, but if you're trying to buy, if you're rebuilding a herd, it's expensive. But making money on the sell side, but if you're turning around and paying the premium, you're expanding. At the same time, costs are still up. So fuel, feed, land, rent, none of that comes cheap. But, hey, everything's green, right? But that's kind of the funny thing about this business. You never really get to relax, as you know. But when prices are low, you're kind of just scrambling to cover costs. When prices are high, your inputs shoot right alongside it. So that's why I always say it's like a game of survival, and it's that double-edged sword, double-ended sword. I think that's the proper saying.
Well, one thing I've learned about cowboys, whatever it is, they're going to gripe about something.
Pretty much. That's honestly how it works. You can't really change it. I think that's just bred into every cowboy, every rancher going into this industry. I mean, kind of just part of it, but I don't know. So not all this rain, it doesn't just help with cattle, but it's going to be a pretty good hunting season too. So with how green and thick everything is, there's cover everywhere. So the deer are obviously going to have plenty of feed, places to hide. Pheasants, sharpies, huns, they're all sitting in the tall grass, and it's giving them the best habitat that they could probably ask for. So, I mean, it's great for all of our new populations, but our hunters, anybody listening at home, if you're planning on coming up to North Dakota to get some hunts in, you're really going to have to work for it. You're not just going to go run through the field and see everything flush, unfortunately, but birds are going to be very deep. Deer are going to be bedded in cover. You honestly can't see from the road, so you're going to have to work for it.
What? No road hunting? Come on.
What? No road hunting?
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, everything's legal as long as you don't get caught.
Yeah, stop it. Stop it.
Just kidding.
Yeah. Okay, so when does your pheasant season kick in? That's coming up pretty quick, isn't it?
Yeah, so I'll just give you a rundown kind of what I have in my little notebook here. So I have deer and bow season that kicks off August 29th, so that is our first thing coming up. So August 29th all the way through January 4th, so deer bow is then. The youth deer season does start September 19th, and that runs through the 28th. And then our regular firearm deer opens November 7th through the 23rd. And you got a muzzleloader running November 28th through the December 14th. And then for birds, youth pheasant is October 4th and the 5th. And then the regular season opens October 11th and runs into January. I don't have a specific date. I just know it's I believe the first week of January. I want to say January 5th. Don't quote me on that. Don't come for me. And then, yeah, so that's about what I got. And then waterfowl is right now, is right behind. September 13th area, and that'll end about the 27th of September. So that's kind of what I got for you as far as dates. So it'll be exciting, but everything's green, and we like that.
Outstanding. Well, good report. All right.
Thank you.
What's new and exciting on the beauty pageant? Matt, this girl's a beauty queen, track star.
I mean, I start school next week, so I go back to reality. I'm like, oh, dang it. So I'm excited. It'll be good. Finishing up college finally. Woohoo! As far as track, we're training. So we're in preseason right now. So not the full swing of things. We practice every other day, but nothing too insane. It's pretty chill. So just getting ready to go back to school. As far as beauty pageants, nothing super crazy going on. I already competed. I already have my title, so it's just all the prep work. So I have a lot of things I'm working on with my nonprofit, Know Where It Grows. I do have a children's book that is coming out, hopefully within the fall. So I'm really excited to share that with all of you guys. So you guys are the first to know about that. So, yeah, so we have some little projects that we're working on, but it's a busy season, but in a good way. Of course, got to stay out of trouble somehow.
Yeah, we're going to wish you the best of next week. You stay safe and behave yourself. We'll do this again.
Will do. See you later.
All right. There you go, the Badass Report. She really is, she's pole vaulting 12 feet or some ridiculous number.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, her and her sister runs hurdles. Then, you look at that going, you're going to hurt yourself. It's crazy. Okay, I'm at the Ballistics Engineering website. Guys, you need to get in there. I just clicked on a video. This guy's got an AR. And he opens it up, fills it full of sand, and goes to shoot.
Yep.
I mean, who does that besides
some of our people do? And,
yeah.
We have to
been there, done that. Mine wouldn't shoot.
Yeah, we have to test to the extremes, or we have people that'll just go ahead and volunteer to go ahead and try to destroy all their equipment to make sure that our stuff works. So,
well, I'll tell you what, you guys got one of the best. Recommendations that you could have. Our buddy RC is quite the weapons expert. He went down to see you guys at the gun show after you were in, and there was triggers purchased in his circle, and he's got nothing but kudos for you guys.
That's like I was saying at the very beginning. Anybody who buys one, the hardest part about it is all of a sudden now you have to get one for every one that you own. It's just kind of the way it goes.
Yeah, well,
yeah, we get so much positive feedback on it.
This is just insane what this guy's doing to this AR platform. That's a whole handful of dirt.
Sure,
it's not sand; it's dirt.
Sure. Get it in everything and everywhere. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Matt, we got one more segment to do. When we come back, we'll get all your contact information, website, phone numbers, all that kind of thing, and maybe some recommendations on where we can go visit some of your dealers. I'm Don McDowell. This is Fox Sports 910. We'll be right back. No matter what.
leading-edge programs now include the Evolve X body contouring technology. The Evolve X body contouring machine is non-invasive, hands-free solution that quickly transforms the shape of your muscles while treating fat and improving the look of your skin and contour. With the Evolve X body contouring, you get to take advantage of the combination of technologies that delivers a no downtime and a true alternative for sculpting your body without needles or surgery. As medical technology grows daily, AZ Med Weight Control strives to stay on the leading edge of the medical weight loss industry. If you want to become a happier, healthier you, then AZ Med Weight Control is for you. Evolve X is now available at our Avondale office, located at 2935 North Dysart Road. Call for your appointment now at 623-251-5605. Let me give you that number one more time because you don't want to miss this offer. 623-251-5605 or visit azmedweightcontrol.com. That's azmedweightcontrol.com.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, but one thing's for sure. You need a PC you can rely on. Whether it's for school, gaming, or whatever your next chapter holds, Lenovo.com has the tech to help you succeed. Shop PCs right now at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale, where students can save more when they sign up for a Lenovo education account. Free shipping, easy returns, flexible financing. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. My name is Mary Grace. Early diagnosis is key, but make no mistake, it is a devastating disease.
For more information, contact us at alz.org or through the 24/7 helpline at 800-272-3900. Sponsored by the Alzheimer's Association.
Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/creditcard.
Love the outdoors? Make sure you sign up for the weekly hunting fishing newsletter to stay up to date with the latest outdoorsman news across the nation. Sign up today at huntingfishing.com. Now back to Don McDowell Outdoors on Fox Sports 910.
All right, we're back. Matt, I want to thank you so much for coming down. It's a pleasure to have you back.
It's been a pleasure.
You guys are welcome here anytime. Where's the boss today? How come he went down?
The boss is actually literally making triggers right now.
Attaboy.
We're busy. He took a little bit of time off yesterday, but he's back in there today, cutting more triggers. We're just keeping up with the demand.
Ballistic engineering. Give me a rundown. You got on your website 3 triggers.
Yep. So right now we offer 3 triggers that are all drop-in triggers, single stage for the AR platform. So anything that takes an AR trigger, our triggers will fit and work in them. So we start off with our core trigger. It's a fixed 3.5 pound trigger. Our next stage up is our Accurized AR. Has a little bit different coatings on it, but it is also adjustable from 2 to 5 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
And then our Accurized Pro has all the whiz-bang stuff, all the high-end coatings, all the cool geometry. It will go down. We don't advertise it at 1.5 pounds, but we can get that trigger down to 1.5 pounds setting. So for your top end, precision, long range type stuff, that is by far the way to go. If you've never felt a really good trigger in an AR at 1.5 pounds, you're missing out.
Okay, and then for the quarter, you've got a new high-end competition trigger coming out.
Should be the beginning of quarter 4. We should be releasing our new 2-stage trigger. The top-end one will definitely be competition geared. We've got it right now in the hands of our pro team members, and we've got tens of thousands of rounds on these triggers doing last-minute tweaks. Upgrades.
Where, off the top of your head in Phoenix Metro, where are your triggers available?
You can always get on our website, ballisticengineering.net, and do our dealer locator. So we do have a dealer locator on the website. We're in so many shops, it's very possible that whatever shop you're going into, we probably have our triggers in there.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Appreciate you coming down. You guys, seriously, this is probably the best thing you can do to make your AR platform more user-friendly and certainly a lot more accurate. Trigger squeeze is one thing, trigger pull, trigger jerk. I mean, I mean, this takes all that away.
Yeah. It definitely enhances the accuracy and repeatability of your AR platform. So before you do anything else, before you put barrels on it, before you put furniture on it, before you put big scopes on it,
I like it.
Put a good trigger in it, and the whole thing will shoot better.
Okay. And you're still discriminating on AK-47s?
Right now, I'm sorry to say that, yeah. However,
Yeah.
you never know what comes down the road.
Yeah, that's why Reed calls that pray and spray, along with Dave from Soda Arms.
I'm not going to say we're not going to make one. I'm just saying we're not making one right now.
Hey, yeah, 20 million Chinese can't be wrong.
Right.
I mean, okay, so how many, you mentioned your pro shooters. Do you have competition shooting teams?
We have shooters that we're actively working with that are well known.
Kind of pro staff kind of guys?
Pretty much. We're assembling right now a pro staff that's fairly heavy hitting at the moment. So we're getting these triggers in their hands and we're getting the feedback.
Talking
from
about
them.
ARs and heavy hitting, that's something to think about.
Right.
Things that go boom in the night.
Sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's not good.
Yeah. It depends on which end you're on. Okay, a little bit of house cleaning. We've got a number of big fires in Arizona. The north rim of the Grand Canyon is still on fire. That's 145,000 acres that has been consumed. It's still very active, only 66% contained. And the Billy Fire is still out of hand. Now we've got 4 ranchers that are at risk on this. It's only 33% containment. And this is about 17 miles northeast of Roosevelt Lake, consumed about 22,000 acres. Really bad. We think those were lightning strike fires, and we've probably got, I would say, 25, 28 various smaller fires. The Goodwin Fire is reported to be about 6 acres and 100% contains. That's down by Geronimo in southern Arizona. But regardless of what it is, be very, very mindful of your chain protocol. Chains dragging on the ground have a tendency, as dry as it is, to start wildfires along the shoulder of the highway. A week and a half ago, there was a guy that had a flat tire that decided to drive down the road for a ways before it could pull off, or whatever the case was, and he started a hell of a fire. Sparks coming off the steel wheel.
The wheel.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely crazy. The other thing to be mindful of, a lot of people don't know this, unless you're mechanic minded and stuck your hand up to feel your catalytic converter. Inadvertently, you'll find if you do that, it's somewhere between 800 and 1,500 degrees.
Absolutely is.
And you pull off in the shoulder of the road in the grass, guess what?
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to burn your truck up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
It can happen, and it has happened in lots of places.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, that's the deal. So give us a like on Facebook, and we're still fighting some technological issues on Facebook. We don't know what it is, but we're going to continue to fight it. It's gremlins, man. It's gremlins. And then take a look at the YouTube and Instagram. Give us a like and follow there. So we've got a lot of good stuff coming up. Hunting season's on the way. Dove season's getting ready to open. There's some over-the-counter opportunities for elk if you didn't get drawn. That over-the-counter tag is St. John's, Winslow, Alamo, the southern part of Unit 6A on the west side of I-10 at Camp Verde. But, we don't have any inclement weather, so it's not driving the elk down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
we haven't seen much movement up north.
No.
Right now.
No, we got guys hunting all over the place, and there's javelina tags over the counter. There's an infestation of them in Dendora Valley, so you might want to take a peek at that. So anyway, we're going to get this thing wrapped up. We don't have any NASCAR. NASCAR ran yesterday.
No idea. I wasn't home yesterday.
Yeah. Anyway, so, I guess the best thing to look at is I tuned into Little League, the World Series. Oh my God, those guys are just so good at that age. It's amazing to watch. It's more entertaining to watch the Little League than it is to watch the Major League. So, anyway, I'll get hate mail on that. But anyway, all right, here we go. We'll see you next week. We'll have Matt Shura and Steve. Steve caught a possible state record largemouth bass at Roosevelt. They'll be in studio. And they didn't have certified scales, and we've asked the question, what happened to the certified scales that we bought for Roosevelt? Where in the hell are they? All right, we got to get out of here. So take your kids fishing, hug your bass boat, and, yep, we're out of here. Thanks for coming down, Matt.
Have a great day, Don. Thank you.
On McDowell Outdoor Radio has been sponsored by Southwest Ranch Supply.
Hey, I heard that. Did you? If you didn't, you can get the